Yeah, I'm competitive, bro. So it's like I want to be the best. So when I seen Tio his last fight, I was there front row, and I'm like, damn, this dude is like, he like a baby Roy, like he like doing something flashy. So I thought it was cool. So it kind of made me want to get in the ring with him and see if he could do them things against my.
The boxing scene was shocked after former two-time welterweight champion Shawn Porter admitted he is reconsidering his first call for the big fight matchup involving Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson now publicly.
Second, offense third.
Damn.
The thing that I like about Shakur though is, you know, we already know the statistical numbers in terms of how much he gets hit per round and even per fight, which is
low.
But the other side of that is offensively, he's very accurate. Very accurate. So while we don't like that he might throw 30, 40 punches around, he's usually on point when he throws. He don't miss.
Porter first gave Stevenson a clear 60-40 edge, but his latest view paints a very different picture that has fans questioning what they believed about this fight. Porter shared this shift in thinking on the Porterway podcast, where the retired champion known as Showtime explained why he now sees the matchup as a near-even toss-up. His view focuses on a key detail many experts missed, while quickly favoring Stevenson. Porter pointed out that Lopez has more than one way to win, while Stevenson relies on a single style that defines his entire approach. The Newark southpaw has built his career by staying true to who he is and never straying from a plan that helped him go 24 fights unbeaten. Porter respects that dedication, but also sees it as a possible weakness when facing a versatile fighter like Lopez.
Teofimo has is what gives someone like Shakur problems, because it throws off his timing.
Yep.
Shakur is flat out amazing. I've watched this kid. He can find anybody's time.
Right.
So if you give him the space with just a lot of feints and stuff like that, he gonna still pick it up and he's still gonna find it. I got a feeling this thing is not gonna be boring and dry, because I got a feeling you're right. By nature, Teofimo is a counterpuncher. He's an explosive counterpuncher. He does not know how to punch. He can't really set it up first the way that he can when somebody's coming at him. We already know Shakur ain't gonna have a lot of offense for him. But at the same time, I think about it like this: Shakur is an ace of spades, but Teofimo Lopez is a wild card. He's still liable to do anything at any point in time, and I just got a feeling that it's gonna be like a Tasmanian, well, like a hyena and a lion, you know. And it's like, is the hyena gonna be able to pounce on the lion enough to get the job done, or is the lion just gonna be able to make his moves, do what he need to do, and snap at him and get him when he want him to? You know, the lion being
The difference stands out even more when looking at how each fighter adjusts during a fight. Stevenson moves forward with patience and strong defense, sticking to the same disciplined style no matter what is happening. Lopez, on the other hand, can shift gears using smart defense one moment and sudden attacks the next, forcing opponents to come to him more, bursting forward with wide left hooks and heavy right hands coming from angles that are hard to read. This flexibility gives Lopez tools that Stevenson simply does not have. Porter described a situation that should concern Stevenson fans going into fight night at Madison Square Garden. Both men could spend parts of rounds staying cautious without taking control, but Lopez has shown he can steal key moments inside those quiet rounds. A quick burst here, a sharp combination. They're just enough action to win rounds on the cards through slightly higher output. Over 12 rounds, those moments can add up to a points win even without total dominance. This type of smart advantage is often what decides fights at the elite level.
Middle of the ring. Work that jab, work that pawn that he does, all that, the feints. He's gonna try to touch him with the jab, but he's gonna be waiting on his moments to snap with that right hand, waiting on his moments to counter, waiting on his moment. And when they're not there, he's just gonna slide off, go for that little walk, restart, slide off, restart. Shakur is the kind of fighter that does not mind restarting. That was our thing, was once we start, we want to do the best we can to get away from another restart, because the restart allows you to reset, allows you that space, you know, and stuff like that. When you would see me get broke by the ref, you would see me right back on, because I don't want that restart situation. So that's what Shakur needs. He needs that space to keep restarting, that space to keep using his jab, keep probing, and keep finding tail. I think that's what the fight's going to look like for Shakur. The other side of that is, as the fight goes on,
Lopez has shown full confidence even while entering the fight as the betting underdog, with oddsmakers listing Stevenson as a $295 favorite, while Lopez sits at plus 225, according to DraftKings. The reigning WBO super lightweight champion, who holds a record of 22 wins and 1 loss, believes fighters from lightweight had to move up because no one at 140 could truly test him. He sees himself competing on a higher level than others in his division, which made this cross-weight matchup necessary for top rank to create a real challenge. The importance of this fight clearly matters to Lopez, as he views Stevenson as another major name to add to his legacy. The Brooklyn fighter wants more matchups like this, knowing that beating a pound-for-pound talent moving through weight classes boosts his place in boxing history. At the same time, Lopez understands what makes this challenge different. No one fights like Shakur Stevenson, and that unique style brings a level of excitement that no other matchup can offer right now.
And I mean, I think Teal is a phenomenal fighter, great fighter. But Teal to me is more like he has those athletic skills that you don't teach. You know what I'm saying? It's like it comes to him.
Yeah, I think Lopez does as well.
It comes to him naturally. Yeah. But I think that's what's going to nip him in against Shakur. Right. Because Shakur is fundamentally sound.
Correct.
So when a guy that has this athletic ability and does things that are not fundamentally sound fights a guy that's seasoned like a Shakur, he's going to make you pay. And that's just how I see it. I think it's a great matchup, but I just favor.
Now, Shakur is like Floyd in this way.
Yeah.
He's like Floyd in this way. Everyone's able to boxing IQ, the defense, whatever, and Shakur's a southpaw, but he makes fewer mistakes than the other guy.
Yes, he does.
Really, what Floyd did, he was like a football team that never turns the ball over. If you need to throw the if you need to throw the ball away, throw it away. Waste that down, right? But don't.
The boxing world has shared many different predictions, with several respected figures offering their views on the result. Former two-weight world champion Andre Ward provided one of the most detailed takes by framing the matchup through creative expression rather than basic styles. Ward described Stevenson as a fighter with a blank canvas, along with the intelligence, experience, athletic ability, and skill to create any outcome he wants. Inside the ring, Lopez, while close to that level, performs best within clear limits and sometimes breaks free to deliver something special, but does not have the same steady creative freedom that Stevenson brings to every fight.
A weird situation in sparring, like a round or something like that. Did y'all ever spar, or was that just a round?
Nah, we sparred like 3 rounds. We sparred 3 rounds, I want to say. It was cool. It was cool. It wasn't really too much to gauge from. So we got in there. I felt like I got off. He probably felt like he did something. So from my memory, I felt like I said, I know he can do it. That's probably right.
So without giving up too much, when you look at him as a professional and you see what he's done, the fights he's fought, his style, what is it about him that you are going to exploit?
I think he the truth. He do a lot of things well. I think he flashy. I think it's just some basic stuff. Where I feel like he make mistakes. I think I'm going to capitalize on.
UBA super lightweight champion Gary Antoine Russell shared another viewpoint, calling the fight a true 50-50 while highlighting Lopez's natural strength and athletic ability. The 29-year-old southpaw, who rebounded from his loss to Alberto Puello by beating Jose Valenzuela, sees Stevenson as the sharper and more technical boxer, but feels Lopez's physical tools balance things out. Russell said the outcome depends entirely on which version of Lopez shows up on fight night, pointing to the dominant showing against Lomachenko as the level Lopez must reach to why.
I look at Shakur like a fighter who has a blank canvas. He's got the IQ, he got the experience, and the athleticism, and the skill set where he can paint any type of picture he wants to on a blank canvas. When I look at Teofimo Lopez, he's almost that. He has a blank canvas, but he needs an outline on what to draw and what to paint inside the line. Now, every now and again, he'll go away from the outline that he has and he'll do something dope and you'll be like, "Ooh, that was cool. That wasn't on the outline right there." But I don't think that he can create on the fly like a Shakur Stevenson. But what he does bring to the table, and what Shakur does have to deal with, is explosive power, quick twitch, muscles, and the type of punches that he likes to throw. And Teo doesn't have the foot game that Shakur has, but he's got a decent foot game. So Shakur has a lot to deal with as well. But I just think that when it comes to creating on the fly, making adjustments on the fly, Teofimo Lopez looks like the better boxer when he's facing.
Former unified champion Amir Khan showed full confidence in his pick as he strongly supported Lopez based on his own time training alongside him. Khan said Lopez hits with serious power and also has strong boxing skills that often go unnoticed. The British fighter feels Lopez is the type of competitor who rises to the moment when the pressure is highest, and facing Stevenson will demand that higher level. Khan also questioned whether Stevenson has truly faced elite challenges, comparing his experience to Lopez's proven wins against legendary fighters like Lomachenko.
You know, maybe one of the biggest ones in Teofimo versus Shakur. Just looking at that fight stylistically, how does it play out in the ring?
It's 50-50. You know, in order for you to participate in this sport, you gotta have a high level of confidence. I feel like both of them has a high level of confidence. Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, but styles meet fights. Naturally, I think Teofimo Lopez is stronger than Shakur. Naturally, I think he has more athleticism than Shakur, and he got a good IQ on the sport itself. But Shakur, I feel like he's a more smarter fighter. He's a more technical fighter. You know, I'm not saying that he's a square or he's just a textbook fighter, but he's seasoned, he's poised. I feel like mentally he's more mature. Like, he don't go outside of the boundaries on taking risks. So a lot of times you'll see him fight somebody that could be stiff competition, and it'll wind up being a born fight to a degree. You know, that's why everybody was criticizing him for, oh, he's a born fighter. He's a careful fighter. And I feel like with Teofimo Lopez, he's going to be a careful.
Former unified champion Amir Khan showed full confidence in his pick as he strongly supported Lopez based on his own time training alongside him. Khan said Lopez hits with serious power and also has strong boxing skills that often go unnoticed. The British fighter feels Lopez is the type of competitor who rises to the moment when the pressure is highest, and facing Stevenson will demand that higher level. Khan also questioned whether Stevenson has truly faced elite challenges, comparing his experience to Lopez's proven wins against legendary fighters like Lomachenko.
Stevenson and Lopez, what a fight.
Who wins that?
Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him, I've had him on the pod, he bangs hard, he's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn it up big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end. Look at Lopez, he's fought the likes of Lomachenko. He's beaten some great.
Former WBA super featherweight champion Lamont Roach predicted a smooth Stevenson win following his own move to super lightweight against Isaac Cruz. Roach believes Stevenson's ring intelligence will trouble Lopez for the entire fight, pointing to the close call against pure boxer Sandor Martin as proof that sharp technical fighters cause Lopez real issues. He also mentioned the shocking loss to George Kambosos Jr. as evidence that Lopez can lose focus at key moments, and suggested those mental weaknesses could show up again when facing someone as mentally strong and disciplined as Stevenson.
You said, my opinion on him and Tio?
Yeah, do you think he beats him? Because essentially, if he beats him, I assume he would probably stay at 140 then.
Nah, styles make fights. I don't know. I don't really see. I think that's a bad style matchup for Shakur.
Really? You're like the 10th person that's told me this. I kid you not. Like, it's this, because I know the obvious people will be like, Shakur's undefeated. He's a defensive fighter. Tio's kind of struggled with the boxer, but I've just talked to someone again today. Like, everyone favors kind of like Tio for some reason, just from what I've talked to. So why is that? Because you sparred Shakur, and I guess you would know better. So, I mean,
Shakur, he likes to be the most athletic guy in the ring. When he's not, he has problems. Shakur he's a right-hander fighting out of southpaw stance. So when you meet guys like that's athleticism, that fight with their strong hand in the back, you're gonna have to rely on more than just your jab and the rangefinder. You know what I mean? Like, you tell me, do he got a solid left hand?
I mean, I haven't been punched.
You seen him throw it. You seen him throw it, but you've never seen him hurt or knock nobody out with it. So I just think when you meet certain guys, that's why I say the style. You meet certain guys, you're gonna have to rely on both of them things, both of them hands. You know what I mean? And I just think it's
Legendary trainer and former champion Tim Bradley offered one of the most interesting takes by comparing this fight to the famous clashes between Roy Jones Jr. and Antonio Tarver. Bradley views the matchup as skill and structure against raw explosion, with Stevenson standing for clean fundamentals, while Lopez represents sudden power and unpredictability. The comparison matters because Tarver once used perfect timing and strong basics to stop the more gifted Jones in their second fight, showing that sharp technique can beat pure athletic talent when competition reaches the highest level.
He a little cuckoo too, like he has like a little mental lapses every once in a while.
So who do you think wins that fight between him and Teofimo Lopez if they fight?
I think Shakur wins. And I don't think it's going to be like a super tough fight either. His IQ will frustrate him.
Don't you think Teo has also good ring IQ and also is slick, fast?
I think so, but when you look at Teo's performances against guys that are just pure boxers, it's just like he almost lost to Sandor Martin. Some people thought he lost to Sandor Martin.
He did beat Loma, who's arguably at the time considered one of the best in the world.
He did, and that was a hell of a performance too. A hell of a performance too. So yeah, I mean, I think he's hit or miss. You got to think he got stuff. He a little cuckoo too. Like he has like a little mental lapses every once in a while. Kambosos fight, like that's a fight that people would never expect Kambosos to win. And he won a grueling match against him as well. So I just, I don't know. I don't think he can get it done against Shakur when it comes to like, cause it's gonna be just a skill match. I don't think he's gonna try to rough Shakur up, and it's probably not gonna work.
All right, everyone, stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Glove Lord and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.